So I would really like to thank Callie Black from A One-Legged Life on YouTube. That's where I saw how to do these sprouts, and I just wanted to share them with you guys because I had, like I said, so many people requested, how do you do that? So I'm going to do 7 days of showing you how to do that. So I hope you enjoy it. Everyone, I am going to do a video. I had a lot of requests on how we did our sprouts. So we sprouted bean sprouts. They were delicious. We used them as salad, stir fry. They were so good. And so we need some more. So what you're going to need first is some mung beans. They look like this. They look like hard little peas actually. And you can pick them up for sure at the bulk barn. So I don't know if they have bulk barns all over the place, but any place that sells like, you know, navy beans or anything like that, you can pick them up. So the other supplies you're going to need is a pot, a flower pot. This one I believe is 8 inches high with holes in it. Good drainage in the bottom. You're going to need something to sit your pot in to collect water. So I just got the pot and I got the lid to the pot that was right beside it in Walmart. That's sufficient. And then something to cover it because we do not want any sunlight to get into these beans. So once I have mine all done, I use just a pot lid like this that I had at home. You can use a dark cloth, anything that's going to keep the sun out. And you're going to have access to lots of water because they need to be rinsed every 2 to 3 hours. To ensure proper drainage in your pot, because these beans are going to be sitting in here for a week. So you don't want them sitting in the water or they will rot. Proper drainage, you need some paper towel, just a couple of sheets, and some kind of netting. You can use the bags that onions come in, those red ones, but what I did is I bought a bath scrubby from Walmart in the bath department, a clean one, and I just cut up pieces of it, and this is unused, brand new, and I just unraveled the whole thing and put it in this bag so I could use it, you know, use it again and again without having to keep buying onions. So we'll go over that tomorrow when we get to that step. We're going to soak 1 cup of our mung beans in water, and these will expand. These will expand, so make sure the jar is big enough so that they will expand, and just use cold water and just fill them up and let them sit on the counter overnight. And I will see you tomorrow with the proper way to start our sprouting of our beans. I told you they double overnight. Just from that little bit of water, that's what they did. So what we're going to do is we're going to really rinse these off, and then we're going to put them in the pot. The pot has now been prepared. I will take out the stuff. This is the netting. I just split one of those shower poofs down the middle and had enough, and just make sure like you're covering all of the drainage holes in the bottom. This just helps with the drainage. And then just a paper towel, just squish it down, and then you're going to dump your rinsed seeds right on top of that. So I'm going to take my seeds and just dump them in the colander here and give them a really, really good rinse. I'll get those ones out with the water. There we go. And then we'll just take the spray. I make sure mine's not on too high, and I have a spray thing, so that's what I used for mine. I can have a little bit more. But if you don't have a spray nozzle, it'll be fine. You just make sure you really rinse them good. I was saying to Richard, aren't you glad we're not growing sprouts last week? Because it seemed like we had the water running all the time because of the sprouts were growing. So we'll let them drain a bit. This is just getting that initial stuff off of them. Now I'm going to put them here for a second, move the pot over, and we're going to just dump them. I want to push my paper down more. Squish it down there. There we go. It doesn't matter, but I just want to squish it. I want it that way. I'm just going to dump them on top of our paper towel. There. And so now the process begins. Every couple of hours, what you're going to do is you're going to take your spray and you're going to spray them. And people say every couple of hours. What I do is every time I come into the kitchen, I spray them. So this is our day one in the pot. Give them a really good spray. Keep the paper towel there to keep them wet and moist. There, that's good. And so we'll let them drain a little bit in the sink. There we go. And then our pot that's catching the drainage. It can be a saucer with a lip, anything where the water won't just flow all over. And then make sure you cover them up with something that will not allow any sunlight in. So I just use the top of a terracotta pot. And that's it for day one. Now, a lot of people have questions about sprouts because in the news there was like salmonella sprouts and people got sick. But those were ones that were in grocery stores and they probably were sitting in their water for some time and weren't fresh. These are as fresh can be. And make sure that your pot is really scrubbed clean. This is scrubbed clean. Everything's really clean. Your hands are clean. And yeah, you should be fine. Now, I'm also growing some alfalfa sprouts, these little guys, which are also, they just call them sandwich sprouts in the store. So I'll get the package, I'll show you. So these are sprout seeds. There's all kinds you can get. These are Sandwich Booster Super Sandwich Organic. So I put about, I'd say, a good tablespoon of seeds in the bottom of a jar. I don't buy fancy sprout containers to make sprouts. You don't need them. I've been growing sprouts, oh my God, for probably 40 years. And what you do is you need some kind of mesh lid. I buy knee-high pantyhose. And then you get a nice gentle spray of water again. Cold water. I could take the lid off, but I'm just, because my hand is busy with the camera, I didn't. But normally I take the lid right off. Swirl them around in the bottom there. Can you see the seeds? Let them be wet and then just flip them over. And again, they have to stay wet too. And these take about 4 to 6 days and then you'll have a bunch of sprouts to eat in your sandwiches. I didn't want to grow a whole bunch of these at a time. So, because the last used, what kind of, I think they were not alfalfa sprouts, I can't remember, but they didn't sprout, so I don't want, and then I just knock them down if they get up in the pantyhose. I just put them back in the bottom and let them, they can sit out in the sun because we want them to sprout fast. These mung beans sprout so fast anyway, so it's been a couple of hours. This is still day one, and I just thought I'd show you the rinsing process. Took the lid off. Got my beans here. All you do is just give them a little. And some people ask, Well, what do you do if it's in the middle of the night and you're sleeping? Well, most times you don't have to get up and rinse them because the paper towel keeps them wet, but if you're concerned, you can just put another piece of wet paper towel on top of them. I go to bed late, so I would rinse them when I went to bed, and when my husband gets up early, so he'd rinse them in the morning. So, yeah. And that's pretty much all you do. So I'll be back. There. And carry on with your day. So today's day 2, and these little guys managed to sprout. I don't know if you can see the little tails on some of them overnight already. So here we go. And that's it. Keep doing that every 2 hours, or whenever you're in the kitchen, every 2 to 3 hours. So today's day 3, so let's have a look and see what's going on in here today. Wow! Can you guys see the amount of growth that just happens overnight? And they're starting to get higher up in and heavier in the pot. Like when you think there was only a cup in here before. So first thing I'm going to do, this is why you have that drain basin. I got up in the middle of the night to use the washroom, and I thought, let me go water the sprouts while I'm awake. So that's why that's got so much water in it. So day 3, here we go. Go. Got some water on the lens there. There. And so we begin. It is starting, you should notice that they're starting to get heavier every day. So today is day 4. Let's have a look. Ooh, still more. So they're just, the tail's just getting longer. That's what happens. So let's just sit that there and empty out our water tray. And rinse. And the daily rinsings begin. You can also notice that how the green seed cap is now, oopsie, I dropped it. See, it breaks through that. And that part, when you go to harvest at the end, those will be floating around. And you don't eat those green things because they're not great for digestion. So this is what you'll be eating, but obviously it'll be a lot longer than that. But in 4 days, just amazing. again. And it's getting heavier. So we shall see you guys tomorrow. So today is day 5, and just more of the same, longer and longer tails every day. So just do our routine, get our water. It is just amazing how much growth there can be in just 5 short days. And the pot just gets heavier and heavier. So, there we go. See you tomorrow. Oh, before I go, my other little sprouts are sprouting too. They have just got green on them. I'm just going to add some water to these guys. Let's have a look. Yeah, now you can see them. See the green on them? So they'll be ready probably the same day as the other ones will be. Ready for a nice sandwich, or 2 or 3. So here we are, day 6. This is our last day of watering. Tomorrow we will harvest. And yeah, these guys are just about ready. Could probably harvest them today, but one more day won't hurt. Look at that. Amazing. Remember on day 1 when I had that paper towel way down in here? I mean, look at this. Look at them. There's just so many sprouts in here. So tomorrow we will do the harvest. Awesome. I'm going to rinse off my hands from touching them. There we go. Empty out this tray. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's actually hard for me to lift this up even with one hand. It's getting that heavy. So I'll see you back tomorrow for harvest day. And I hope you guys joined along with me. It's kind of fun. See you tomorrow. Hi everybody, welcome to day 7, which is harvest day. So I got my bowl and strainers here, and our sprouts are in here. And before I open the lid, I just wanted to give you an update on the other little sprouts. They're coming along. They need probably maybe a day or 2 more. They're almost ready. And remember, I only put a teeny bit in here for maybe a sandwich or 2, so I'm going to give them a day or 2 more. But it's funny how they all clump together in a pile. But they are growing, so that's good. So, without further ado, Ta-da! It's almost full to the brim. It's amazing and heavy. So first thing we're going to do is give them a rinse as usual. And I notice always on the 7th day that some of them start getting a little darker. You can tell it's time to harvest them. So I'm just going to give them one good rinse. And then, that's our last official rinse. Take my bigger colander and we're going to start pulling them out, shaking them, putting them in the colander, pulling them out, put them in the colander. Maybe I'll rinse as we go. And we're also going to fill, I think I'll use my biggest aluminum bowl with water. And the reason we're going to put them in the water, you're probably like, why are we putting them in the water if we're rinsing them? Because we need to separate the little green things off of them. And the sprouts in my, from what I've observed, the sprouts tend to float to the top and the seeds go to the bottom. See? So let's just, actually I'm going to totally skip my rinse part. I'm just going to put them right in the bowl. And some of them, they have, they cling together. They have sprouted, see, right to the bottom. All in all that netting and stuff in the bottom, our paper toweling. We're going to need some more water in there. See how they, you're literally, it's like you're pulling up weeds from the bottom of the pot here. So you want to get them all. We'll get rid of that paper towel and discard it. You see, there's our paper towel. You can see how they've grown through the base. See how they've rooted themselves to the paper towel. So we'll just get rid of that and just throw that away. And same with the netting, which is why I prefer the shower poof, because out of one poof you've probably got 6 nets and you don't have to keep going to buy a bag of onions every time. So there, we'll just dump these in there. I'm going to get rid of all this stuff out of the way. This is going to be garbage. So there's your garbage. There's still a few sprouts in there, but whatever. I'll put them in my compost. Holy, that's heavy. And this is a big bowl because this is a big sink, one of those farmer style sinks. So now they can get the bath that they need. Not need, but you know. So can you see those little green things? Those are what you don't want. These little green seeds. Because these are not good for your digestion. I don't know why. Maybe they give you a stomach ache. Not sure why. So I'm just gonna let these guys rustle around in here a bit. And then I find, if I'm gonna use this little tray for now because the sink is obviously busy, I find that if I kind of pinch them to separate like that, see, I don't get as many of those little seeds. So what I do is I'll pinch them up and I'll put them in the colander here on the side, just a little bit at a time, and you don't get as many green seeds. And there's a colander. And so when I'm done doing that, see, there's a whole bunch here. I'm just going to take them and put them in there for now, just to get them out of the way, because we don't want those green thingies. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that, and I'll be back when I'm all finished. So here are my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful vitamin-filled, enriched, brand new bean sprouts. Yummo! So this is the debris left over, and we have a compost, so this is going into the garden. And one thing I love about whole food is there's no garbage. I mean, this is just going to go help us grow some more vegetables. The last step that I like to do, although you don't have to, but I do, and I think it's because I've always been a gardener, and I just know before you put your vegetables up, you should blanch them. So I blanch my sprouts for 1 minute. So I've got the water here ready, a boiling, it's just a rumbling. I'm only going to take probably a third of these, so maybe 1 handful and a bit. And there's still the odd little green seed on there, but I don't think that's going to matter. Grab a spoon here. And we will let these boil for 1 minute. And then we will immerse them in an ice bath. So just wait till the boil. That's why I'm going to put a little bit in, because I don't want it to lose its boil too much. It's hard to see. Let's see if I can turn on a light. It's the steam. Sorry guys, the steam has fogged up the camera, but it's boiling now, so I'll give it 1 minute and I'll be right back. So 1 minute has passed, and I'll quickly scoop these puppies up, and boom. And that just seals in everything good. Right into an ice bath. I hope you can see the ice cubes there. Yeah, so I'm just going to finish these all up, and then I'm going to put them in a Ziploc bag. So there you have it. There's my sprouts, and there's a little bag in the back there for my neighbor. And when you think that was only, oh, this is heavy, 1 cup of mung beans plus that. And I love that it doesn't make a gigantic amount, because I think they would go bad. You wouldn't use them in enough time. But we'll use these in salad, and then I think I might upload a video how I use them. I make my own homemade rice bowls, and they are delicious. So I may upload a video in the next day or two having those. And I've scrubbed and washed out my container already. They were scrubbed with hot soapy water, so they're ready for the next time. And that's ready for the compost. And that's it, guys. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'll try to help you out. This was only my 2nd time doing them, but it's super easy and super rewarding, and you know it's super healthy. So thanks so much for coming along with me this entire week, and we'll see you again. Bye.